Hello, and welcome to another Looking at Stuff video. And what are we looking at this time? That pen mark, but also another video game magazine. So what's significant about this one? Well, it is PS Max. It says right here, the coolest PlayStation magazine ever. It says it right there. And that guy sure likes it. So does she. But for real, I'll tell you what's significant about it. This is the premiere issue, number 1, Fall Winter 1999. I have never heard of PS Max before or after this magazine. I'm sure it continued, but as I've said in previous videos, I only got video game magazines rarely. Usually, when I was sick, it was like some people get chicken soup when they're sick. Other people get game magazines. So in '99, I was actually very sick. So that would explain it. And I did get a PlayStation around that time. So who do we have on the cover? Jammer Lammy, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro's. That's not. I almost said Yoshi. Definitely not. Some apes. You might have said Donkey Kong. It's not. So they're all here to trick you into thinking this is PlayStation. Thinking this is Nintendo, but it's not. Those are apes from Ape Escape. Ape Escape. Look at that. They just love bananas. You could say they go bananas for them. So, we got an ad over here. Stale fish. I don't know what that means. I actually can't read the title of the game. It's oh, it's right there. Trick and Snowboarder. Okay. So, this is yet another video game magazine where the writers for the magazine, or the editors, all present themselves to viewers as, or readers I should say, as a series of cartoon characters who are significantly more handsome than I'm sure they actually were. Handsome or attractive, pretty as this may be. Candy, Max, Josh, the old guy, Candy's dad, and of course, Chimers, the monkey. Alright. Remember, this is the PlayStation magazine for PlayStation experts only. So if you're not an expert already, go get another magazine, pal. Anyway, so let's learn about these writers. Josh is Max's best friend. He loves sports games. Okay. This guy is nutso. That's the actual word. Nutso for PlayStation games. Nutso. His dream is to one day create his very own games magazine. Well, your ship has sailed, Max. Here we are. Max's game-playing pals who loves RPGs. My kind of girl. Of course, when Max decided he was gonna make a game magazine, who else would he want to hang out with more than his best friend's dad, Professor Maycow? Letting Max use his equipment to make the magazine, okay? So he put up the money. And then Chimers, Max's wacky pet monkey who loves soda pop. Okay. This is incredible. Actually, I changed my mind. This is the coolest PlayStation magazine ever. Okay. And of course, they found the most voluptuous image of Lara Croft to put up on the front. I remember Lara Croft looking a lot more polygonal than that. And the most voluptuous picture of Crash Bandicoot. Okay. Tunenstein. Dare to Scare. 17 unique rooms in the mansion. 36 zany contraptions. Is it like Maniac Mansion or something? The only chance of escape is to redirect the mansion's creepy power. Actually sounds pretty fun. Oh boy. There are more characters. There's also binary. I evaluate games on a purely scientific level, taking into account all variables. And then I can't say it. Bargo. What does Bargo have to say? Bah, they keep giving me monster games to review just because of the way I look. Grr. Today, you know what we would call that? A microaggression. Alright. I admit these old hands aren't as fast as they used to be, but I still love games. What is Chimer? I like games with apes in them. I also like bananas. Okay. Alright. Now we get to see each of these characters in great games. As you might expect, Chimers the ape loves Ape Escape. Grade A. Ballistic, which is not an RPG. She's still graded a B. Bloody Roar 2. I guess you could call a sports game. Fighting werewolves is a sport. And, he ain't skipping leg day, look at that. Gets a B. Bomberman Race. Gets a B negative from the robot. What's his name again? Oh, Binary. Wow, creative. Alright. Oh, they actually do quite a bit of reviewing. The old man likes Chocobo Racing. Who knows? Bargo has not contributed any review. Oh, there he is. I was wrong. Bargo likes Croc 2. He gave it a B. Final Fantasy 8. Only a B+. Actually, I had that game. It was probably the last game I tried to play on my PlayStation before I just sort of lost interest in playing video games for a long time. And I loved Final Fantasy 7. And I was super excited for Final Fantasy 8. And got it for Christmas, I think. And then I ended up just not even touching it for like 2 years or something. And when I finally got around to it, I wasn't that interested. I found it very difficult. I didn't really engage that much with the characters. Oh. Bargo again. He likes Spyro. So they're going to keep doing this thing where literally everything in here is written by a different cartoon character. So Binary the robot is analyzing some PS2, the most powerful game system ever. The bouncer. I remember wanting to play that game so bad. Because it was from Square, so I was interested. And it just looked so cool. It had just such a pretty aesthetic to it. So better than anything else around at the time. And I never did get to play it. Tekken. Older. The thing I always hated about Tekken is no matter how much they improve, their characters all look hollow. Like, they all look like they're made out of plastic. I don't know. It's just weird. Oh boy. I have to see these characters interact. Oh, Max has that weird look in his eye. They're joined by Bargo, I see. Dead meat at a dead end. How ironic. Oh, the robot shows up. And assaults Bargo. Seems like there's more than microaggression in store for Bargo. Okay. We get the exact same text that we saw before. Why is Candy covering Ape Escape? Shouldn't Chimers be doing that? She's barging in on his territory. Bloody Roar. Oh, that was the game where your characters, like, change into monsters, I think. Yeah, his beast form is a wolf. She becomes a rabbit when enraged. Doesn't seem like a good strategy. Okay. Well, I played the first one. This is actually a nicely designed magazine. They kind of overdo the character branding. nicely designed. Good sense of graphic design. It doesn't distract you. Oh, Bargo is covering Final Fantasy VIII. Well, as the local gargoyle, I'm sure he has some insight. Wait. Shh, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Bargos. I don't remember what that character's name was. I keep wanting to call him Cloud, but that was very definitely not his name. That was Seven. Sports. Dinosaurs. Wait, what? Is this a Jurassic Park fighting game? That's crazy. So there was this brief period, like in, I think, like 98 to 99, where PlayStation developers just like got on the fighting game bandwagon and realized almost anything could be a fighting game if you tried hard enough. And I guess the new graphics kind of just motivated them to see what else they could do in this arena. I guess these games are easier to churn out too. And so we got games like Air Gates, which was a fighting game using Final Fantasy characters. Then there was Simpsons Boxing, I think it was, which was just a straight up Simpsons fighting game. The unlockable character in that game was Ned Flanders, and he was legit the strongest character in the game because he could pray and summon lightning bolts to just blast everybody. And then of course there's this Warpath Jurassic Park, where you can make a T-Rex and a Styrac fight each other. Actually, don't remember hearing about this game, but I've owned this magazine since '99. I must have known. Look how much nicer this is compared to this. They should have did the game in full 2D. Here's a kid with giant underwear. Alright. It's just an ad for GameStop. Monster Rancher 2. Belly Punch. Oh, guess who's reviewing Crack? This game is fun. I think I even noticed a few of my cousins in there. So Candy claims she likes RPGs, but I haven't seen her review a single RPG in here. WCW Mayhem. I'll let the old guy review Street Fighter Alpha. I don't think I played any Street Fighters after the Street Fighter 2. Oh boy. So, what is this? Apparently, I did not remove this inside memory card stickers so you can customize your memory cards. I apparently just left these stickers in here. So, I'm sure that's worth a fortune. Who doesn't want Professor Maycal sticker for their memory card? Wait, didn't we already have a review for Spyro? There's that picture again. Oh my gosh. Nice curves. The expert game makers at Core are using all new soft skin techniques this time around to make sure that Lara's joints stay together. So, way back when I was a slimy teen, like 97, the first Tomb Raider for PC, I found the nude mod on the internet, and I applied it so you could see Lara Croft running around nude. I mean, it's basically the exact same game, except it looks like she's nude, and it was silly, stupid, and not in any way titillating. But yeah, as a teenager, I had to try. Chimers. What does he have to say? I guess this is supposed to be a monkey of some sort, or there's a monkey in it. Cheats. Back when game magazines always had cheats. Of course, now what's the point with the internet? But I just kind of wonder, did the internet make game magazines completely obsolete? What do they have to talk about anymore? I guess just reviewing, that sort of thing. Strategy, maybe. Yeah, it seems like the internet has it all covered. I remember in the early days of internet, game tips, Game Facts, I think, was the best one. And there was it was kind of like almost like wiki, like anyone could just submit their tips and it would be featured. And there was one guy who submitted these tips for a few people for Final Fantasy 3 or 6, about other characters you could get, like General Leo and such. And it was these ridiculously complex things you had to do. And I spent like an entire weekend doing those things to try and get those unlockable characters, and it turned out to be total bullshit. Rampage 2 with a giant rat. Right. What are these? Thrasher, skate and destroy. $5 off. Alright, I think I might go do that. Get my $5. And of course, 6 months of PS Extreme. So that's not this magazine. This is PS Max. But this is Extreme. Now Extreme is far out there, but not quite to the max. Remember, this one's the coolest. This one is just kinda cool, I guess. I don't know. Let's just flip. Okay, I had enough codes. Let's move along. Typhoon. Oh, we're still in codes, and there are a lot of codes. Silent Hill. Silent Hill had no codes. Oh, these are just clues. I was really good at this game. I got like all the endings, even the weird one with the dog. Got some dog-eared pages here. Okay. I was meant to play those games. Oddworld, I never did. More messed up pages. Another comic. The end. Oh, you can't see it. End. You can save 33%. This will be a gift for the 1 millionth subscriber. And then Kingsley's Adventure. Go get it. All right. Now, the power is yours. Like, subscribe, and comment. If you want. But yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all, and keep on looking at stuff.